What's up, my niggas? I'm just kidding. I don't talk like that. I wish I talked like that. My fucking agent wish I talked like that. He keeps sending me out on these thug rolls. I never get it. They're like, your headshot doesn't match your voice. You look intimidating, but you sound inviting. So that seems to be a problem. You tell me I need to work on my black speak. What the fuck is that? My black speak? I was like, all right, I'll show them. I'm gonna do some research for my next audition. I'll show them. I went in with the next audition. I was like, I'm gonna show them. What, next one? Yeah, what's up? What's happening? Slap me some skin. Yeah, right on, yeah. They're like, Mr. Logan, you think next time you could try to emulate a black person from this decade? Is that possible? Is that something you could do? Maybe extend your research beyond Nick at Night. Is that something that, I was like, you jive turkey? I can do a black accent, I just can't do it very well. It starts off strong and it goes straight downhill. Like, I went to another audition, they were like, do both parts. Just do it, freestyle it. I was like, all right, I got this, I got it. It's like, yo, man, what's up with you? What's up with me? What's up with you, man? What's happening? What's happening, man? What's up with you? What's the matter with you, man? What's the matter with me? What's the matter with you? What's the matter with me? What's the matter with you? What's the matter with me? What's the matter with you? Me and my nigga. It's like it starts off strong and not sure where the Italian comes from. It's just me, I guess. Whew, I am very high right now. I love me some legal weed. I am from the East Coast. Yes, that is deserving of an applaud. I love legal weed. I am from the East Coast. We didn't have dispensaries and shit. We had to get our weed from street dealers. I don't know if you guys know about that. We didn't get weed in nice fresh jars. She's shaking her head. She knows. A lot of street dealers, in order to hide their product from the cops, they used to stash it down their pants. Yeah, there was nothing fresh about that. Nothing at all. We used to call that crotch weed, and that shit was as disgusting as it sounds. But that's all we had, guys. That is all we had, and that's all I smoked. I was so used to smoking crotch weed that until I started getting my weed from dispensaries, I just assumed one of the side effects of marijuana was pink eye. I just assumed that. For years, I thought the phrase was pus, pus, pass. It is not. Here's a tip. If you ever do buy your weed off the street, know that the little hairs in the weed should not be black and curly, all right? Write that down. It's a very harsh burn. Fool me 3 times, all I gotta say about that. Cops used to use weed as an excuse to pull you over. Now that that shit's legal, they gotta find some other thing. I got pulled over the other day. Definite case of driving while black. I was actually stopped when the cop did it, and the reason he gave was ridiculous. After all the struggles we've been through, a black man in America still can't do a little coke at a red light? Will we ever be free? Jesus Christ. Guys, I'm getting older, which I'm fine with. Black don't crack, thank you very much. I did just lose 10 pounds though, because black may not crack, but apparently it does expand. So yeah, get to that gym. Black's metabolism is not as strong as it used to be. I am getting older now. I've come to the realization I may have to start dating older women. And by older women, I mean women my own age for a change. It's pluses and minuses to dating older women. Older women usually have more sexual experience. That's a plus. Unfortunately, with more sexual experience comes more sexually transmitted diseases, and that's a minus, folks. That is a minus. But there's levels to it. There's definitely levels to it. Like, I've dated women with STDs as minor as HPV, which I've given them. I try not to date any woman, though, that has ADK. That is one of the most annoying STDs out there. You familiar with ADK? Another dude's kid? Oh my God, oh Jesus Christ. It's annoying. It usually flares up every other weekend. 1 month during the summer, it's ridiculous. Ridiculous. I'm on the dating sites. Actually, I had to get off of the dating sites. They kept pairing me up with white chicks, which I'm fine with, by the way. See me after the show. It's a certain type of white chick they keep pairing me up with. You guys familiar with the super ghetto white chick? You guys know that chick? Or the white chick that identifies as black? Or as I like to call them, transvestites. Speak blacker than other. Why is it that white chicks that try to act black always try to act like the blackest version of a black chick you have ever seen in your life? Why the fuck is that? Are they unable to emulate an educated woman of color? There are plenty of them out there. I would love to date the white Michelle Obama for a change. That would be amazing. For some reason, I keep getting paired up with the female Eminem. I'm not sure why, though. Call her Feminem. She does not like that. She does not like that one bit. Oh! You guys. I have dated white chicks. My buddies are giving me shit for dating white chicks like that's all that I like. It's not all I like. I like all women. I'm just playing the odds, guys. Who I date is not based on race. Who I date is based on the odds. It's that simple. Like on dating sites. Black women only make up about 3% of the women on dating sites. Those are not good odds. And within that 3%, the odds are even lower me finding someone into the weird shit that I'm into. You know, it's funny. No matter how like sexually adventurous or woke they claim to be, odds are most black women are not into being choked and called white bitch. It's very strange. I cannot be the only one that's in the OJ Nicole roleplay, can I? I can't be. There's an entire category in YouPorn that I'm clicking on furiously. Boo-doo-doo. I do love my porn, as we all do, I'm sure. As long as I've been watching porn, I've never been comfortable watching it. Never in my entire life. I live alone, but I watch porn like I still live with my parents. Blinds closed, door locked, volume at 0 or a surprisingly loud 1. How the fuck is 1 so loud? Jesus Christ. Can you give me a 0.5 or a 0.25 or some shit? Jeez, I watch porn with the sound turned down so often. I've actually learned how to read lips. It's ridiculous. It's funny how sensitive your hearing becomes when your dick's in your hand. You'll be watching porn. Hello? Fucking refrigerator motor. We've got some pervs out there. Guys. I am, when I search for porn, I'm a tit guy when I search for porn. I love me some tits. Not just for porn, I love tits in general. I went to the beach the other day and I came back home and I was like, oh man, I want to relive that moment. So I did some searches, sand, bikinis. Saw a movie called Summer Girls. I was like, oh, I'm going to click on that shit. That shit's going to be just like at the beach. I click on the movie starts playing. This woman with huge fake breasts comes on the screen. I'm like, all right, chosen well. Get my lotion. I keep watching. Camera pans down. This woman with huge fake breasts also had a huge real penis, which was very confusing to me. Until I looked at the full title of the movie. The actual full title of the movie was called Summer Girls, ... Some Are Not. Yeah. I watched the entire thing, by the way. I'm not a homophobe, I'm just saying. I gotta support them, you know? I am a tit guy, like I said, especially in public. I'm a little too obvious about it. People have told me maybe I should try some sunglasses or something, be a little more stealthy about it. I've tried sunglasses, but I find that sunglasses, no matter how large the frame, I find that they do nothing to hide my erections. It's a very weird design flaw that maybe they should work on. You guys, have you guys seen that commercial for Jack Daniel's whiskey? The one with the tagline that says, Jack Daniel's whiskey, the most interesting thing about Lynchburg, Tennessee. Really? Whiskey is the most interesting thing about a town called Lynchburg? There's no history behind the name or anything like that? And how did they land on Lynchburg? What were the ones that they threw out? Like, what was that town hall meeting? They're like, all right, settle down. We need the town name. We need something in between Murder Town and Kill Niggersville. What do you got? Lynchburg? All right, let's go. Run it up. We got it. And no blacks live in Lynchburg, right? I would never feel safe in Lynchburg, right? Never feel safe. You get lynched, the headline the next day would just say, Negro lynched in Lynchburg. Duh. Growing up, I used to skateboard. Black people used to call me white boy for that. Apparently that's some white people shit. Apparently that is some white people shit. I did a lot of white people shit growing up. Black people do not like to be accused of doing some white people shit. That is a no-no. Yeah, I still do a lot of white people shit, apparently. Like I said, I used to skateboard. That was some white people shit. What's some other white people shit? I tip well. Apparently that's some white people shit. I can swim. Big swimmer. I can swim. Actually, it's a myth that black people can't swim. Black people can swim. We just never let anybody see it. We don't want to be caught doing some white people shit. It's that simple. I went to an all-black pool party last summer. We watched the guy drown on principle. It was crazy. Paramedic was like, why didn't you save him? I was like, nigga, I do not play that shit. It's funny, a lot of the guys that used to call me white boy for skateboarding, they're all now golfers. Big time fucking golfers. Golf used to be the #1 white people sport. Not anymore. Now the official sport of white people is playing the victim. You're correct. White men can't jump unless it's 2 conclusions. Am I right, people? You guys have been amazing. Thanks a lot.
This has been a Funny Media Group production.